little afterbirth
Is this in the air?
a little afterbirth has never really hurt anybody. And if you
That was a ZZ Top album, Afterbirther.
Afterbirth is good.
a little afterbirth
Diet
is
afterbirth is good.
never why are there no Diet Coke slushies? You can't get an icy made with diet.
That's a topic for another segment.
All right. Oh, now it's black and white because you've been jacking around. You're stepping on the cable, Jay.
Jacking around.
Your foot, where your feet are. There we go.
There you go.
Step away.
You got
Get
it.
away from there.
Just keep your feet in the air.
So we're going
Keep your feet in the
we're gonna
stars.
start the
Keep
show
reaching
talking
for the
about-
air.
Keep your feet in the air.
We're going to
Keep
start the show
reaching
talking about a funeral.
for the stars.
You talked about a funeral, Jay.
Your funeral.
Had a death in the family.
Do that
this week.
again.
I knew the gentleman. Good gentleman.
Yeah, probably one of the best people I knew.
Yeah.
And probably next him and cameraman were 1A, 1B, the two smartest people I knew.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. Smart gentleman.
So yeah.
So yeah,
it was unfortunate.
we'll
but,
do us a liquor shot later on.
he's-
You don't think
He's
cameraman
much
looks
better
like
off.
Robert Fripp on the Red album? You see that picture
Yeah.
of Fripp? Looks like cameraman. Little short beard action.
What's time-elapse on the phone?
Time lapse.
Time lapse.
What is that?
Well, when two times really love one another, Jay.
You can lapse time with your phone.
I had things written down.
Is that where you take a bunch of pictures and like?
I had all this stuff written down.
Over a length of time, and then it condenses to like a really cool.
You
shot.
guys ever write stuff down?
I try to sometimes.
You know, everybody loves us. So they keep up with us on the YouTube. They
And I
keep up
forget
with us on the
that I wrote it down and I forget about it.
the Facebook and the now we can keep up with one another on the Instagram. If you guys don't ever go to the Instagram, that's not an Instagram graphic necessarily. Kind of reminds me of it. So go find us on the Instagram and post pictures.
We're on Instagram.
Yeah, we got an Instagram.
What are we doing
page.
on there?
It's the best thing ever. I just posted this really cool picture of me, and that's probably why it was really cool because it had me in it. And there's a really petrified lime rind right here.
Is that place you go and you put up pictures of your penis and the next day they're gone?
That's Grindr.
No, that's
Snapchat. Snap clip. Cock pop.
That's
You guys ever got a cock pop?
That's
I got this new app called
just
Cock Pop.
bought it. Cockpot.com.
Oh yeah, Jay's already bought the URL. Don't even try it.
Darn ain't on GoDaddy.
No, Daddy.
Apparently there's some available spaces now that the alt-right, like the kicked them off.
Cockpot.cc.
Kicked
Just
them
bought
off of there.
See, now that you can do any surname on the URL, like I heard one jleno.denim was one that was you know.
You can do a .denim.
Oh, that man loves a denim shirt now. Let me tell you what.
He does.
I've never seen anybody like a denim shirt like a
The car guy. The car guy.
I don't know. Scrubs your nipples. I kind of like. I don't know. It's kind of just.
When he performed, I saw him at Emory University in like the 80s.
Oh, really?
He was wearing a denim shirt.
Of course he was.
He was
They had a
hilarious.
picture of a classic
And
car on it?
He met us after the show. We were all walking to our car, and a friend of mine that was with us.
He said, "You guys seen the VD episode of Good Times?"
Well, his brother was there, and he had an old motorcycle, and Jay Leno started coming up talking about the bike. You know,
Wow.
it's
I've
kind of
heard
neat.
he's a nice guy.
Well, he was a nice guy. I don't know if
I
fame
think
went
he's
to his
still-
head.
I think certain people don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, in the news,
In the news,
uh,
CBS.
not necessarily news, but I didn't mean to say that.
Did you see that?
New Queens of the Stone Age album came out today.
Did you buy it?
No,
Why not?
Villains came out today.
You could have gone and gotten that cover. That's not the cover. That's a record store day cover that only went to certain stores.
The
And
independent-
Jonathan got
Yeah,
some.
the
You
independent
should've-
record store. It's not too expensive. It's like $23.
22, 23.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get that cover if you just go in
Well,
next
here's the
week.
thing. Talked about this a few times on the show past few weeks. Heard that one track that they released. Didn't care for it.
Oh, you didn't care for it.
Really underwhelmed by the whole experience. And
Taylor Swift sings on it?
And then right after that, no, I'm sorry, not right after, but just recently I've heard the second track that came out of this album that they released out.
And you liked it.
And it's great. It really is. It's got some very desert rocky. Somebody was like, "Oh, it sounds just like the them Crooked Vultures stuff."
Careful.
They've been promoting the
That's
shit
good.
out of it.
Watch
I
your
know
feet.
that.
Watch your feet, Jay.
No.
Cord.
Back out where you were. There you
I
go.
know.
There you go. Keep touching that rug.
Touch the rug. Scrub on the rug.
Touch that rug.
Rub.
Touch that rug,
scrubber.
Jay.
That's our 2017 football team slogan. Touch
that
that rug.
rug.
Touch that rug,
We
boys.
just won't get up there close to it one time, fellas. Hey, man, let's get in here one time.
Leave the cheerleaders alone.
Everybody
now.
touch that rug on 3. 1,
1, 2, 3.
3.
Rug touch.
Rug touch. There were some of my football coaches that I would have touched their rug.
I did a couple of them.
I
I think one of them got in trouble for that. I think.
one of them really did. One of them married a young lady that was
Made national news.
it made
Oh,
national
really?
news. Yeah.
Really?
She was like
I
14.
know the story if you
Yeah, we ran the story. Anyway, hey, I don't know why I'm picking up these records. Do want to say, I missed this last week and I forgot to say it. Our good buddy Scotty Stricknon, who's been a good fan of the program, got engaged not too long ago. Mazel tov to our fella, and also Tambroni
John and Don.
and Don, John and Don.
Hell yeah.
John and Don
Don.
got married last weekend, and so big Mazel tov.
Now
to
they're
those-
known as the John Don.
the John Don.
I just bought that JohnDon.org.
JohnDon.org, so don't try it.
$1.99. GoDaddy.
They should call themselves the Crombonis.
Crombonis.
That's awesome.
You heard it here first. The Crombonis.
I just bought
Congratulations to the Crombonis.
The Housewives of Cramboni.
I just
No,
bought
no.
I just bought Cramboni.
Not
Cramboni. Down.
Cramboni
Not Cramboni.
dot rooster.
There you go. Just bought it.
Cramboni dot rooster.
79 cents. GoDaddy.
Agent Baby just bought it. It was discounted. That's a discount price.
Cramboni.pie hat.
Pie hat? What?
All right, Steve's.
All right.
Steve's
Steve's had a little bit to drink
Steve's
tonight.
talking out his ass
No,
tonight.
he's had a little bit to drink. Hey, speaking of, we're talking about soundtracks earlier. I think we were talking about.
No,
people-
we weren't.
Yeah. We did talk about
No, we won't.
something about
Never.
soundtracks. I think we talked about soundtracks. This is for you, Steve.
Oh,
In the
I
news.
didn't go
Yeah,
anywhere.
you probably not.
What you got?
You know, you like.
Oh, don't step on that
you don't
cord.
Step on that cord, Jay.
That's John
You
Carpenter right
did.
there.
You did. You made it change colors.
Is that John Carpenter?
John Carpenter?
I
So-
watched Escape from New York yesterday, 2 nights ago.
Well, it's funny you say that because
My favorite John Carpenter.
for the first time ever, these guys are going to release a. It's kind of like a selection of his iconic movie
Oh.
themes. You got a Bic? You got a Bic?
Oh,
Oh, okay. So he's doing like a collection of film themes on one vinyl release.
a collection. Oh, so he's playing the old stuff, right?
Yeah, and this is coming out in October.
I like the Lost Themes album. It's really good.
This is called Anthology Movie Themes 74 through 98. Features 13 film theme
Halloween,
songs from Carpenter's
Escape from New
career,
York.
all of which have been newly recorded with son Cody Carpenter
Nice.
and godson Daniel Davies, who Carpenter worked on his Lost
Yeah,
Themes album
those
with.
guys. Those guys are what pushed him to do
Look,
those albums.
don't let the fact that it's like family members and shit confuse you.
Lost Themes is great.
Yeah, Lost Themes is great. These guys.
Ah!
Right.
Stop on that cord.
There it is. You did that.
Maybe it's me. How can I be
Freeze.
doing that?
Freeze.
Nobody do nothing. It's just me shaking the floor with my foot. I got
We'll
such
bring the
power.
king in.
I got a power foot.
Do I have to bring the king in?
That's something to do about singing Zeppelin, man. I got a power foot.
I'll bring the king in if I have to.
Don't you do the king? No, we don't need.
I'll
we
bring
don't-
the,
we
no,
don't need.
no, I'll bring the king in.
Oh.
I'll bring the king in. I'm not scared of shit. I'm a fighter. I don't care.
Okay.
So yeah, this release. Let's just run down the shit that's coming out on this one in October. Let's see here. In the Mouth of Madness. Assault on Precinct 13. The Fog. Prince of Darkness. Santiago. Escape from New York. Halloween. Pork Chop Express, which is Big Trouble in Little China. They Live. The Thing. Starman. Dark Star, and Christine. Dark Star is in the H.R. Geiger.
So no Halloween?
Yeah, Halloween's on there.
Okay, you didn't say Halloween.
I did. You were doing something else. Also, we just got hip to this through the social stream. I think Nate Brouillard hip us to this. Rob Halford's birthday today. He's like 66 years old or some shit. And so we're going to, oh shit. When we play a little Screaming...
Screaming for Vengeance.
Screaming for anal.
A little Priest. We'll Scream for Vengeance later. I don't know. What are you doing? Jay wants one too.
No, I'm good.
Jay. It's an Ed shot.
Small one, not small.
This is the Ed shot.
This is the
We're paying tribute. You got to send. You got to send your dead off right, man. If you got any little bit of Irish blood in you, you send your dead off the right way.
Okay.
And then from that point forward, you let them deal with it. At that point, it's out of your
So
hands.
this is for Rob Halford and the
Edward Guthrie. French Edward Guthrie.
Prince Edward Guthrie.
French Edward Guthrie.
French Edward
That
Guthrie.
was his real name.
Cromboni.
His first name, yeah, Cromboni, Scotty Strychnine. We got a lot of shots to go around. So we've got positive, we've got negative, and it's a pure shot that shows the absolute cycle of life.
Sure. Marriage.
Sometimes life tongue kisses you right where you want it. Other times it takes a dump right on your chest.
That side's
This
up.
clean?
That side
Black
up.
and white.
Yeah, it was
black and white.
Hey, step on it.
Stomp. There we go. Nope. Let's Steve stomp. Not working. I'm not going on black and white.
Yellow line.
I like black and white. It's like film noir.
Nope.
Yellow line.
Yeah.
You get mine if you
There's
want.
one in there.
Pressure.
Step that.
There's
Do
one.
that
Look
again,
in the
Jay.
bag. There's one that's
Nope.
cut
Do that
already.
again, Jay. Do that again, Jay.
There's one slice
Going black
cut.
and white. Not going
I'll
on.
do it. I'll do it.
Nope. I'm retiring. Show that can't go on. I don't do black and white. It's not film noir. I'm not doing it.
Where at, Steve?
Look on the table, on the carpet. I mean, on the towel. No?
Not a flicker. Close. Flicker. No, now that's nothing. No, don't fuck up there. Leave that. All right. Walk away. Now touch downstairs.
What's this towel you speak of, Steve?
On the table. On the drying.
Nobody worry anything about that until we get back into color. There it's color. Walk away. It's muted color now.
Right there by the litter box. Yeah.
No.
Right by the shit box.
All right, I'll tell you. Jesus Christ. You're going to edit this out, right? Now it's worse. Now it's black with some color. No, dark. Real dark. No, real dark.
Start playing forward.
Real dark.
Steve. Maybe you can get it.
Now it's good. Now walk away. Walk away.
Don't even get close to that shit.
Walk away.
Don't even get close to that shit.
Walk away, Renee.
I don't want anybody close to that shit.
Well,
Let's
that
do
chair,
it.
that chair is right next to it.
Too close.
Well, you got to fix this.
Can't sit down.
You got to fix this.
Here we go. Let's do it.
Stand up.
Oh. I don't have salt.
Here we go.
What are we?
3, 2, 1.
Go.
Oh, praise Allah. That's right where I want it to be.
Good.
That was right in my damn wheelhouse.
I did saltless.
Saltless? Yeah, you don't need salt.
Ooh.
I don't do this show without with the underoos on, so I guess we're all even.
Now I need about 3 rock stars to recover.
No, Jay.
I buy rock star just to keep myself in business.
Keep your heart beating. All right.
Rockstar is the secret to long life, from what I've heard.
So many reasons for shots tonight, but I guess the sad ones we'll remember. So Jesus Christ. And remember King Kachonga, because we had to fuck with that for so long. Now I'm irritated.
You know, Mitchum's a really good deodorant if you want to go like every other day on it.
It's
It
the
does offer you
48-hour
48
protection.
hours. It works.
That's what you got to do.
You know, my uncle's
You
being
shouldn't
buried.
do it every day.
My uncle's being buried with Mitchum on.
He
Are you
should.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So Jay's uncle, to protect him in the afterlife, is
He's
going to
gonna
be.
smell really good for the next 11
I mean,
years.
that's a thick suit they bury you in, so you want to make sure that
Well, this heat's been bad too.
this has been bad heat in the South.
So the next 11 years.
These are all true stories.
Next 11 years.
So
he'll
you,
be covered in Mitchum.
You had band practice, didn't you?
I did.
I had a gig last week. That's why I wasn't here.
Are you going to the show, by the way, Steve?
What?
Are you going to the show?
Am I going to the show? I'm at the show.
The show.
When is y'all's show?
September 23rd. I've not mentioned on the show.
Saturday night. Saturday night.
We are doing
September.
a 5 L's reunion.
Unless I have a gig.
And more about it later. But I had my first band practice this week. Picked up the old axe.
Which,
And
you,
I'll
couldn't
just-
find, which you couldn't find
I
for a
couldn't
period
find
of
the
time.
axe, but I'll just give I'll give away this much to my friends at record night because a lot of people that are going to be at the show are not watching the program. I get a harp solo at this show, and
Was that in your rider?
it was in my contract rider that I get a harp solo, so I'm going to do a blues harp solo in the middle of the show.
And they didn't believe you till you blew them away.
And I'm really excited about that portion of it. Anyway, let's quit dragging ass. It's going to be
I ain't
a
dragging ass. You're
7-hour
dragging
show. 7-hour show. So we'll go ahead and get into what we played this evening, if I can find that graphic anywhere. And I found it. So you guys are in luck. It's a record I've pulled out, started with this evening. It wasn't actually on the turntable. Had it leaned up against the wall over there. Something I planned to play, I think 2 weeks in a row, and it kind of got lost behind some things. And when I saw it this week, I'm like, oh, damn it, I never played this record. So I jumped on it this week. It was a little poppier than I wanted to, but at least when I first started the program, it wasn't a whole lot of people tuning in, so it was all right.
It's all right.
Modern Jazz Quartet, Patterns, which is a great record. And listen to side 2, had Q number 9, Cold Wind is Blowing, Odds Against Tomorrow. Way poppier than I would normally like to play on the show. But Modern Jazz Quartet, of course, is
Patterns. Is that the name of it?
yeah,
Patterns?
yeah. Which is there a better name for a jazz record than Patterns? I mean, that's pretty much spot on what you want to hear. For some reason, I was shelving some records, which often I do early in the program, and I walked over and I was like, damn, I ain't heard this mug in a long time. The Scary Face, Peter Gabriel.
Oh, yeah.
And played the side
That's one of my favorite.
played side 1, Rhythm of the Heat, San Jacinto, I Have the Touch, Family, and the Fishing Net.
That album.
Terrific.
I heard this album. I ate like a quarter bag of mushrooms
Okay.
up in the North Carolina mountains camping, and
That's where you do it.
This was a great album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that totally.
Especially side 1. I love side
that's what we
1.
played. Even though I love, I have a special place in my heart for
Shock the Monkey.
Shock the Monkey because I had a German professor that used music.
Touch the monkey!
She used music to teach a lot of times, and
Okay.
she played a Shock den Alphen. And I always remember Shock den Alphen is Shock the Monkey. She used that to teach. She played Rammstein and, I mean, all kinds of crazy. She played Frank Zappa, Du bist mein Sofa. So it was great. She was a cool best teacher I ever had, actually. Scheisse. Well, who wants to see where stoner rock and desert rock and shit really, to me, the seminal album, the numero uno seminal album of where all that shit came from is Mountain Climbing. Absolutely. And we listened to side 2, which is a little better shape than side 1. I got this cheap at a record show. The same people do the Clemens record show. Side 2's got a couple.
I might put Blue Cheer up there for the stoner rock.
That's up there
start.
too. Hippo has that. $15.99, the one you have.
You should buy it.
I should. It's got a couple of acoustic tracks on this side, but still some jammers on here as well because I played side 2. The one that doesn't have Mississippi Queen. I mean, this band, I love everything about what they do. And to me, that could come out today, and it would be a great rock record. There's nothing bad you could say about that then, now, or forever. And that's a true mark of a terrific album. Sorry, I got Mil Mackey and hiccups going on here. And actually, I'll be honest. We're playing that record. Me and Jay were in the other room talking about some serious shit. And then we heard, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, oh shit, that record's over. And I run in here, and I put it on a graphic, and I switch over to something that was sitting down here, which we probably played a couple weeks ago at least. Jerry Reed, Hot and Mighty. This is a terrific Jerry Reed, and I'm sure we just played it. It's got that nice medley. It's got Goodnight Irene on that side, and the medley, it's got The Promised Land, Johnny B. Good, School Days, Maybelline, and Memphis, Tennessee. The little Chuck Berry medley on there. It was, terrific Jerry Reed shit.
It's funny, when I first came in, I looked on to see what was chatting, and I saw Scary Face, and I thought he was talking about this record.
No, yeah. Well, no, Jerry's a good-looking guy.
But you meant the Peter Gabriel album.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Jerry's a good-looking
Yeah,
man.
sure, he's a fine gentleman.
Yeah. And you're right, Nate Bouchard. Leslie West is a true, underrated god of rock.
Mm-hmm.
Mazel tov to you. Or something. After that, I played something when I was shelving some records. Another thing that popped up to my head was some Kinks. Not played some Kinks in a while. So I pulled out the Spanish import Kink Controversy. That's in just about as good as it gets. Anos Dornados is the name of the label. Or no, is it? PRT? Look at that. That's
What?
crazy. The Spanish import. Look at the,
Años Dorados.
yeah.
The right year? Años is year, and Dorados, is that right? It's correct. No,
Use the
that's
general.
dereche.
Use the general and
Dorados.
save some time.
Year, Dorados.
We should get the general to
I
sponsor
don't know.
us. All of our fans probably have really shitty car insurance. I'm probably guessing.
So this isn't the recent reissue, is it?
No, sir.
A Spain import.
This was sealed, I believe. 1969.
Put that one over here with mine.
And then you came in and played a record album. What record album did you play, Steve? When I gave you the opportunity to do so.
I put on a little Police, Ghost in the Machine.
Doug Stanhope, Doug Stanhope, Doug
I did skip every
Stanhope,
little
close
thing.
to me.
I did skip every little thing she does because
Yeah.
that's all they ever play around here.
Doug Stanhope.
It's a
Close
good
to
album.
Me.
It's a good album. 81, and this one's still in its original shrink wrap. It's a really nice copy, or a nice press that I got. Good high school memories for me of taking field trips to Atlanta, or taking a field trip to Atlanta, jamming on this album. I played it because I was thinking of Stuart Copeland. He recently has recorded an album with Adrian Belew and a couple other cats
I bet
called
that's good.
Gizmodrome is the name of the band. They just released an album. It came out like 2 days ago or something like that. I don't know if it's out.
How in the world?
I don't know if it's on vinyl.
How in the world can that be bad?
And Stuart's playing like guitar and singing at times.
What is that? What's banging? Okay.
So I'm curious about that. And I bring up Stuart Copeland because there's kind of a there's something going on.
There's something
I was-
with the world today.
I saw that
Don't know what it is.
I saw that Robert Fripp had posted something on his blog.
Butt blog.
And so there's kind of like this controversy right now between Adrian Belew and Robert Fripp.
Really?
Yeah, Robert
I
noticed
hate hearing shit like
on
that.
Adrian's Facebook page on like the 24th or 23rd or 25th, he said something about, or 23rd, about Adrian wasn't happy to learn that King Crimson was performing Indiscipline and one of the songs off of one of the other albums. I can't think of what it was.
Charlotte and Baba Black.
Neurotica.
Neurotica.
No. Starless. So what? He's not. But see, those are songs that and he said, I'm real disappointed because I thought we had an agreement when I left that they would not perform any of my songs.
Oh.
And this is kind of silly. And Robert's response was like, well, I've seen on your set list with the Power Trio that you're performing 9 King Crimson songs. And those songs, you think the songs are yours because, part of it you came up with or whatever, but a lot of those King Crimson songs are, the parts that we play are ours as well. So why are you complaining? So there's kind of a little spit fight going on.
I hate hearing
and
shit
it's
like
it's
that.
shit. It's like, whatever. I think Adrian ought to get over this and I know, if you listen to some of the songs on the King Crimson albums, they are stuff that you've heard on previous Adrian Belew, some of the themes that he had played, but also some of those themes come up way before his time. So
Yeah. I hate hearing how bands that I really hold in high regard and they're being like with one another. It really knocks them down a peg. It really.
It's petty. I
It's
guess.
sad. It's sad. Because it's like you guys don't understand how big of a deal such a huge chunk of the music community think you are, that you even let shit like this get out to where it makes people go like, oh God, come on, man, you guys are King Crimson.
Recently I thought about just getting it. They're playing in Durham.
Yeah.
With the 3 drummers up front, and it's in October. I'd love to go. I might just go by myself if nobody wants to go, but you guys are welcome to go with me if you want.
I like to go.
You like to go?
Yeah.
If I get tickets, will you buy one?
When is it?
It's like October 26th. It's at the Performing Arts Center in Durham. It's a really nice theater.
That's a pricey place.
I just went down there to cover. I was
These tickets are like $60.
I was down there covering a protest last Friday.
Yeah.
Right across from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
People flip me off a lot.
Okay.
There was a dude with a sleeve
Especially
shirt.
those Trump rallies are like, it's the media.
This was the opposite of those.
Okay.
There was a dude with a sleep shirt that flipped me off, and it hurt my feelings.
Oh.
I'm like, man, you have no idea.
By
I'm
the
your
way,
brother in arms.
By the way, can I say something?
Say it on, Jay.
This week,
Speak up now.
MeTV has changed their lineup here lately.
Yes.
I've really become a big Gomer Pyle USMC fan over the last week.
Gomer, they had to take Gomer because they lost the rights to Mayberry RFD.
You know what's in Olivia Newton's John, Jay?
What?
Gomer's Pile.
Hey, Beavis. That's
in
funny.
Olivia Newton's John.
Uh-huh. Gomer's Pile.
That's a good show, though,
It's got its moments.
Sergeant Carter kind of makes the show.
When I was a little kid.
I like it more than Mayberry RFD.
Oh, come on now.
Definitely.
Easy.
We had a much longer run, too. Than
Yeah. And when I was a kid, when Gomer Pyle would come on, I would get out in the middle, like 3 or 4 years old, I would get out in the middle of the floor and start marching.
Yeah, brought back a lot of memories.
And I would just march around the floor.
That show was on
and
all-
march around the floor.
That was a local CBS affiliate carried that show a lot in the 80s, I remember.
Yeah. And Gomer's so stupid. That makes it,
Oh, it's very unrealistic.
That's the idea. Anyway. Speaking of speaking, the reason I busted this one out is the 22nd, which was 3 days ago, 2-3 days ago, John Lee Hooker's 100th birthday. And so I was going through my blues stuff, and I had one John Lee Hooker, and I pulled the record out, and there was another record in there, the wrong record.
You know what's in John Lee's Hooker? Herbie Man.
Okay. I don't
Herbie's
like that.
Man.
I don't like
Herbie's-
that joke.
Herbie's Man.
I find that to be disrespectful, Jay.
Herbie's Hancock.
Stand by for an emergency apology. Little David Leverhart. Stand by. Anyway. I pulled out the Blues Volume 3, which surprisingly to me, on side 2, started out with a John Lee Hooker song, It's My Own Fault. And then it's got Muddy Waters and Sonny Boy Williamson, Jimmy Witherspoon, Elmore James, and Jimmy Rogers on here. Great blues record. We
Elmo
play this shit
James,
all the
I ain't
time.
got nothing on me.
So the reason I was playing this though, because of the 100th birthday of John Lee Hooker, Kraft Recordings has announced the King of Boogie, a career-spanning retrospective 5-disc. I don't think it's going to be records. I think it's going to be CDs, but 5-disc retrospective of John Lee Hooker, and it's going to have like the big time hits, rarities, some live recordings.
Big time hits.
Some of these tracks are going to be previously unreleased. It's going to be a big deal. Huge ass 56-page book.
Huge ass.
And it includes a wide collection of photos and all this cool shit that's going to come together. This is coming out in September, the end of September. So that's really cool. And so I had to play some. I was going to play some anyway for just his 100th birthday, but then I realized, like, oh shit, 5-disc box set. That's going to be pretty dope because you got to love some John Lee Hooker. Anyway, Steve, you got the next record on the table.
Oh, okay.
What's that all about?
Little Leo Kottke 6 and 12 string
I like Leo Kottke.
on Tacoma from
Hey, David, you give me a Coors?
1969.
Grab you one.
Beautiful label, by the way.
Coors now.
I'll go up and show it because it's a beautiful label. Not a whole lot of Tacoma records out there.
No, and I love the Armadillo thing, man.
This is his best known album and probably his best work, I
Thank
think.
you, brother.
Export lager.
Get you one of them now. Come on, man.
He doesn't do no singing on this record, which is really good.
That's the key to Leo
I
Kottke.
don't appreciate the singing.
No.
And I'm a singer. I don't know if you knew that.
Well, that's why. That's exactly why.
It's the Armadillo album. And I love it. Apparently this record gave him tendonitis and he had to change his playing style because of it. I think if he'd done some exercises or something different, he could have survived that.
He's a big 12-string guy, right?
And it's a frantic
Yeah.
open tuning 12 string with slide.
What did he have that kept him from?
Tendonitis.
You know what I find is a big guitar problem for me? If you lay your arm the wrong way across,
You're cutting off the blood.
you'll do carpal tunnel right there. You'll
You gotta keep if you're gonna play like that,
yeah.
you gotta keep your
That's
arm
the
out
thing.
there.
I can see that because I've had some issues with that, and I've also had some. I've done some things that have limited my
Mobility.
and blood flow to certain areas.
Okay. Like you took a dump or something.
No,
Oh,
there's certain substances that will affect your.
you're talking about cheese.
I almost killed two of my
talking
fingers
about
doing
cheese.
this.
I'm jacking off.
Jay was talking about jack rags earlier.
Yeah.
Has your mom ever found your jack rag? Like, no?
That was natural.
She's still looking for it.
Yeah, my mom's still looking for it. But apparently Jay just leaves his jack rags
Hopefully
everywhere.
she won't find it at the library.
No.
No, I bought.
My mom's got me some digs from the library.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, I'm so jealous. Did your mom work at the new library?
Nude library?
Like the High Point, they
Yeah.
okay. That's nice.
Jackrag.co.uk today.
Winston opens their new library on the 31st.
I bought it
Have
already.
you been to the one down? Is that the one downtown?
Downtown.
Yeah.
It opens on the
I thought it was
31st.
finished.
It's gonna it is finished. They're gonna
It
reopen
is finished.
Grand opening.
Finished.
It is
It's a very nice looking library. I will
it's
say.
Nordic.
It's very nice.
It's very Nordic.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Yep. Oh, there's my head. I'm trying to get the thing.
We're not done.
Oh no!
Big, thick album.
Speaking of sleep, dig of the week last week. We played side A last week. Played side B this week. Sleep's Dope Smoker, because sometimes a riff is so good you want to hear it for 50 minutes. On the Indica Green color variant that came out in 2012, I think we said. Kind of a
I wasn't here.
kind of a sought after color variant, which makes this one a little more desirable. $13, $14.
What?
There's a couple on, there's a couple on
That's cheap.
Discogs, like in the $40, $50 range, because they get weird with those color. There's tons of pressings of them, but each pressing is like 2,000 tops.
Right.
So if you're like, oh, I got the orange one, you're like, fuck, that's the one that was like 2009, and there's only like 500, or tops they're like 2,000, 3,000.
Okay.
86 Donruss rated rookie.
So next, because of Harvey,
Yeah.
he's probably doing some damage right now as we speak.
Yeah, we need to come in with some breaking news. Actually, my aunt
You
is
wanna
down
do-
there.
you wanna do a breaking
I
news?
got some family in Alice, Texas, which is 40 miles inland from Corpus Christi. Which I'm kind of worried about him because it's Cat 4
I'm gonna
hurricane.
play something
man.
hurricane related, and I brought the Virgin Suicide's Air album, which has it's a soundtrack from that movie in the 2000s, I guess. This came out in 2000, and we played like 3 songs off the first side,
That's
which
good, man.
included a song called, what's it called? The Word is Hurricane.
The word hurricane.
The Word Hurricane.
I just found this laying in my.
It's pretty cool.
Has that been used already?
That's got to be mine, but
Yeah, of course.
I might have given it to you because I have this album.
That's what I was thinking.
Unless
I
there was
thought-
something on
I was
there.
about to like sweep it up into a.
10,000 Hertz Legend
Yeah.
download card, so don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it in my DJ Trish sticker pile over here.
Okay.
So it won't get
Well, there you
tossed
go.
or nothing.
Great French band.
Yeah.
Plays electronic music in this, and it gives you sometimes this album, especially Virgin Suicides, has a very Pink Floyd feel to it.
I think Air reminds me of like Radiohead and Muse.
Okay. Yeah.
The French version of Radiohead Muse with a little more airy atmosphere.
Muse is very like classical style. They're a little more trippy electronic, but yeah,
at
yeah.
times, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And man, I don't know if you guys remember back to the St. Patrick's Day show. I
Yeah.
played all this great St. Patrick's Day mix and blah blah blah. And there's one record which is like my money shot of St. Patrick's Day records. Could not fucking find it anywhere. And it's Mike Cross, live and kicking, recorded in Wilmington, a couple hours, 3 hours from here. And it starts off with Whiskey for Breakfast. And it's my favorite, like, St. Patrick's Day song ever. Could not find it.
I think I told you. I think my lovely wife has seen Mike Cross at NC State. Is he from around here?
Big North Carolina guy, yeah.
Okay.
He's on the, what's the
He's from down
label?
east. He's from down east.
What's
though.
the label, Jay? Sugar Hill.
Sugar Hill Gang.
That did
He's part of the Sugar Hill
yeah,
Gang.
absolutely. Sugar Hill did a lot of North Carolina bluegrass,
Okay.
Doc Watson, shit like that.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Newgrass.
Well, but
They didn't
carried
Bella
over.
Fleck and stuff like
carried over. Karaoke.
All right, carry up there by here.
Is your phone having an abortion as we're talking, Jay?
that. He's a popular guy. He's on the social media.
Yeah, it's called Grindr.
Grinder.
Jay's Grindr account's blowing up. Oh, is that all we played?
That's all we played,
That's all we
apparently.
played.
I think that's all we played.
Well, Jesus.
Is that all we played?
Go to the YouTube channel and shut up
We
about
could talk about Dig of the Week then.
it. Yeah, it's time to get into Dig of the Week.
You got any digs?
I got a couple somethings. But nothing like what you got.
Tay digs.
Yeah, I got Tay digs. You want me to do my baloney first, and then you can get into like your real
That's
thing?
fine. I mean, I didn't do any research, but I've got some digs.
So I'll say it's not vinyl.
Okay.
You guys know I'm religiously hit thrift stores throughout the week as much as I can. Sometimes I hit 10, 12 a week. It's not been that type of situation here in the past few weeks. Been in a little bit of a slump. No games, no VHS, no records. It's not really been a good time since I got those. But the last score I had, it was a video game score, and it was incredibly profitable shit. Big time stuff that you don't see. It was the equivalent of finding Beatles records at a Goodwill. Put it that way. Toomba 2 on the PS1. Big time shit.
Hey, you got me into playing a game on the PS4,
Yeah.
Just Cause 3.
Just Cause is a
pretty
great
fun.
series, man.
It's pretty fun.
Good stuff. I like how they
It's like Far Cry meets
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
With
You're
a
right.
little bit of, what's that game where you got a hook shot?
Spider-Man.
No, there's this other game. Anyway, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Gerrymander. Yeah, what was I talking about? I don't even remember.
You're talking about the games that you bought.
Oh, yeah. So it's been kind of dry here lately.
Dry.
Monday, it was Tuesday.
Tuesday.
The end of last week, shitty. Last
Shitty.
weekend, shitty weekend. Had a
Shitty
shitty
weekend.
fucking weekend.
Shitty fucking.
I didn't care for it.
Didn't care for it.
Monday was the eclipse day.
Eclipse.
Didn't care for it.
That was a weird day for some.
Didn't see the eclipse. All this,
Boss man said the
Oh.
eclipse day really messed up his mind.
yeah, didn't see nothing. I was in a town where I'm like, here comes the eclipse. And a little cloud came over and a rainstorm came up. I didn't see shit of it. So the whole first part of the week was kind of just fucked. I'll be honest, it was fucked. You're fucked, Jerry. And so Tuesday comes around. I go out to this thing, I do a little something. I got a few minutes in between, and I'm like, hey, this exit coming up here, there's a Goodwill up here. I've been to this Goodwill a couple of times. I've gotten some good stuff here. I've gotten some crap. They tend to price their PS2 games too high. That's things that can just kind of fill my brain. And I'm like, I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling this shit. I'm going to zip on by, go get me a little burrito or something or other to eat. And something inside me, may have been AIDS, I'm not sure, said, back up, son. Go to that Goodwill. Do your due diligence.
Do your do.
Scroll through this mug. And I'm like, all right. So I pull it off and I go in here.
Man,
it's not
so
often I get to
dramatic the way you
say-
tell this.
Not often I get to say
Good
this.
build-up. I
Something
like
I've
it.
really been looking for. Just like Black Sabbath Volume 4.
Yeah.
Looked for this record for,
You looked for this.
over 4 years.
Right.
Saw it a couple of times like, oh, I got this reissue and it's $20. No.
I remember when we were first like digging, we saw this record a lot. No. What are you talking about?
No.
I'm talking about sleep.
No.
Why am I talking about sleep?
No. So this was something that I refused to pay a lot of money for. But I knew I would eventually find it, and I went in the store. What I found, folks, after looking for 4 years, I found a GD Laserdisc player.
Oh,
A Pioneer, I don't remember what year it is. It's from the mid-'80s. Laserdisc player in Goodwill for $15. And I ran over. I was carrying this thing around. It weighs like a gazillion pounds. Carried it over, plugged it in. It powered on, hit eject. The tray came out. And I'm like, well, it's worth a shot, I guess. Got home. The mug fug works like a
And
freaking...
you have some laser discs.
Well, that's what everybody was like. Well, okay, great. You got a Laserdisc player. That's funny.
But you've had laser.
What the hell are you going to play it? I'm like, well, I've had a Laserdisc collection.
Because you do that kind of stuff. You'll buy a game system without no games, or you'll buy a game without a game system.
Yeah. And so over, this is pretty much out of one score. These were all like 75 cents a piece.
Yeah.
I've had these Laserdiscs in my collection, and the opposite, I've had people say like, what the hell are you going to do with these Laserdiscs? And I would say, well, one day I'll find a Laserdisc player, which eventually came true. And so in here you got, like Lethal Weapon 2, Beverly Hills Cop, Animal House, Predator, Back to the Future 2, Last Crusade, RoboCop 2 is in here. Some Laserdiscs that really scream the aesthetics of the mid-'80s and the Laserdisc.
I think so.
So now I've got
You
a
can find Blade Runner.
I've got
Do
a
it.
working Laserdisc player with Laserdisc, and it's fucking awesome, man. It's
After the show, I'm gonna see if I
fucking
can't.
awesome.
I can't find. After the show, I'm gonna see if I can't find the regular show, the last.
Oh yeah, I
the
want to
last
see that.
Laserdisc player that's the episode name. It's phenomenal. It's great.
But just kind of to finish this out, in that same Goodwill, over amongst tons of Christmas records and religious records, I found without a cover, Once Upon a Time in the West soundtrack. Marconi. Any shit I'm gonna call.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Dynaflex.
It's a Dynaflex. It's an RCA Dynaflex. So if you guys, I don't know if I brought this in or not. If you guys ever see this cover, especially if it's without a damn
What's it look like?
record,
I'll keep my eyes out for it. Where'd you go? Goodwill?
Yeah, this was a Goodwill thing. I didn't download it.
No, you didn't.
But Once
What's it?
Upon a Time in the West.
Oh, Once Upon a Time in the West.
Yeah. Look at yeah. Now the cool thing about I've got this.
I have this.
Do you really?
I had this cover. I
With
used to have it. I used to have it at work. You remember that? I might still
That
have it at
one?
work. It's not the same cover.
Okay.
Yeah, I might be able to help you out.
Okay.
That's so weird
Wow.
because I think I have this record or I have this cover.
So this was from '72. Sold about 10 million copies. So the guys loved.
It's the man. It's the man with the man with the microphone, or the man with the harmonica.
Yeah. The soundtrack features leitmotifs that relate to each other.
That's my favorite Ennio Morricone soundtrack.
Each character got their own like track,
Great movie.
kind of like, and he insisted, like, the director insisted. This is Leone, I believe. Yes, Sergio Leone, that the this music be readily available during filming,
Right.
so that while you're kind of feeling out what your character is, your character's theme music is like playing in the
Right.
background.
Right.
That's so awesome.
No, I'm wrong. I got the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, I got that one.
I got that.
Oh, I got it.
But no, that soundtrack is my favorite because the way he incorporates the harmonica, because it's a critical part of the film where the guy's hanging the
No,
dude, he puts a harmonica in his mouth and his breathing makes this harmonica
Oh.
sound, so you hear the
That sounds like
and he's got his
The
son.
Eastwood,
His son is keeping him alive because his son is on the ground. He's standing on his back.
whoa.
And if his son gets weak enough to where he collapses, and he does, his dad has hanged.
Yeah.
It's so dramatic.
Oh, I knew better than to pick that up. But then anyhow, that's the shit I got this week. That Laserdisc player
wanna
and
hear
that
that.
record. Yeah, I really want to hear that too.
It might bring tears to my eyes.
Let's do it.
Maybe not.
I want to bring tears to Steve's eyes. So does John Carpenter.
So I was able in the last couple weeks to go to a few places and
Yeah.
hit a few things, find some pretty cool stuff, and actually buy
Okay.
something new.
This is all you, bro.
So let's start with the little. Where did I get this?
Man, I've never seen that.
Oh, I got this at Dynasty at the Antique Mall place.
$2, $3.
This is a Herbie Mann record, Standing Ovation at Newport. It's part of the Newport Jazz he played. And I think there's a couple albums. This is the second one. What year was this? 1965.
Wow. Oh, holy shit.
Herbie
that's
Mann
early.
at Newport.
I didn't think that was.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen that. I don't think.
Another jazz record I picked up. I have this record already, but this is a pristine copy. It's a reissue of Choice, the best of Ramsey Lewis Trio, and the trio is my favorite Ramsey Lewis stuff.
Yeah,
Except
me too.
he did some cool
Me too.
fusion stuff.
Yeah, the
But
trio.
I do love the trio.
Which one is this with the trio?
This is the best
I
of.
gave you that one.
The best
Yeah.
of.
Okay.
I have the one that's in color. It's in color right here. But this is they reissued it, but it's a black and white. So you think this is earlier
Weird.
mono pressing, but I think it's a reissue stereo.
That's cool.
Yeah. Picked up this at Jonathan's. Neil Young with Crazy Horse. Everybody knows This Is Nowhere, which
Wow.
is great. It's only $3. He calls it a VG
Wow.
minus or whatever.
Oh, I know
But
what
you
that
know
means.
what?
Yeah.
It's fine. Cinnamon Girl, Down by the River, Cowgirl in the Sand.
You know, it's funny because I heard with
Awesome.
out in the field this week.
Love it.
I heard some Buffalo Springfield, and I was like, I'm gonna play some Buffalo Springfield this week, and
And
I
you
forgot. I forgot.
Well, maybe we'll put this on.
Ain't too
Yeah.
late.
Also at Jonathan's, I picked up a couple of these from this fine progressive rock band. This one's on Immediate Records, which is the original, the Small Faces that did the Ogden.
Oh right, yeah.
This is also their album, the one that has America on it. I think this might be
Oh.
their first album.
I've got some The Nice, but I don't have that.
This is wonderful.
Ooh, some heavy hitters. Where was this at?
Jonathan.
Okay.
I would say 10.
That one was only like $2 because he called it like VG
Okay.
something.
Wow, that's cool.
VG minus again, but you know what? It's pretty darn fine.
You can say damn on this show, Steve. It's okay, buddy.
No way, no way. Another nice album. This was in better shape,
Whoa.
according to his pricing. This is called The Thoughts of Emerless Dave Jack.
I don't
And
know
this
that one.
this one's really kind of trippy and cool. A little. I think this might be a later album compared to the one that I just showed.
I've not seen that one.
Another nice album. Keith Emerson, of course.
It tastes my guava, Steve.
Tastes
You like
my
the vape,
guava.
Steve? You taste guava?
I got 3 more. No, hold on just a second. Let me.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
vape. I'm gonna vape
this
some
one
guava.
will blow your freaking mind. The cover is in beat shape. I will say the vinyl's probably VG minus or maybe even G, but it's an epic. This is the U.S. press.
Was it you that just picked this up?
I
like
just
a-
picked this up.
Like a bigger, or was it you?
No, Steve got it from.
No, a few
from
weeks
the-
ago I picked up
Yeah, a few-
another
yeah.
Yardbirds album, but it was a reissue.
Not this one.
Not this one. This one, and you got to be careful because it's going to come out the bottom, like I just did. This is having a rave up with the Yardbirds. Their second LP,
Convertible
their
cover.
second U.S. LP. Don't let it fall out the
From
bottom.
the furniture store.
This is from the furniture store,
Wow.
and I got it for $3. And
That's
it's,
cool, man.
For $3, it's freaking incredible. This has got Jeff Beck plays. Eric left after the first U.S. Release, and they picked up Jeff Beck. And the cool thing, they didn't realize how creative Jeff Beck was. But Eric plays on the live cut. Side 2 is pretty much a live album, not well recorded, but it's when you hear Smokestack Lightning, Smokestack Lightning, and I'm a Man. All that live stuff that's on here, and that's
I'm a man. I'm
Clapton.
40.
Is that decent vinyl? Like the vinyl in decent shape?
It's for me. It's in
Playable
It's
shape?
great. It's playable. Yeah. But side 1 has "You're a Better Man Than I," "Evil Hearted You," "I'm a Man," "Still I'm Sad," "Heart Full of Soul," "Train Kept a Rolling." Are you kidding me?
That's
Bam,
pretty,
bam,
like,
bam, bam,
that's a
bam.
pretty good find up at that place.
It's awesome. I was blown away that I found it.
That's pretty incredible.
This one, I ran into Jonathan at Speedway, and I said, "Hey, Jonathan, you're back from Atlanta," because he had gone to Atlanta and he saw the eclipse on the other side, but he saw the same thing we saw. Atlanta and Winston-Salem saw about the same thing in terms of the
Ball.
eclipse, and he had a terrible time coming back because traffic sucked. But I said, "Hey, Jonathan, I know you had okay, not okay, but you were out. If you get any more in, let me know." He says, I should get some in a couple of days. And I said, well, just text me when you do, and I'll. Well, 2 hours later that day, he's like, hey, one came in today.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm on my way. So, I got okay, not okay.
Whoa.
This is a triple album.
Not seen it before.
Blue vinyl.
I've got the regular. Okay,
You can get it in black
computer.
vinyl. He's like, well, it's blue vinyl. I was like, you know what? I'm fine with that.
Sure.
I'm not a color vinyl guy, but it's fine.
I don't got it my way.
It's basically 2 albums is the original. They remastered them, so the mix is totally different. You hear things you don't hear before.
Yeah.
And it sounds great.
What's on the extra?
And the extra disc is B-sides and some unreleased material.
Unreleased stuff.
Yeah,
Wow.
like 3 things unreleased, I think.
That's incredible. I'm interested in
So-
that because I've got that nice like 2010 OK computer reissue. Girlfriend got it for me
Yeah.
for Christmas. Terrific.
You talking about the smaller, the 10-inch?
No, that's
Okay.
the Kid A.
I've got Kid A and Amnesiac.
I'm-
Yeah.
Like actually right there, you can see my Radiohead OK computer. It's they're 45s, so there's like 2 songs per side.
Oh wow.
Which is irritating to shit.
Yeah.
But it sounds great. But it's irritating to shit.
And I was going to close with that,
Mm-hmm.
but a couple days ago I went over to the Habitat Restore
Yeah.
and I found these 2 records, and they're 10 inches. And this is the first one I saw.
Whoa. What the shit is that?
What the shit is that? This is Japanese folk music, really, is what this
Whoa.
is. So to show that, it's Japanese folk music, and I can't find out anything
Look at
on
the
this
back,
record.
TJ. Look at that back.
I think it's on Victor. It's a Victor LP. It's a 10-inch, 33 and a third. But it's Japanese folk music. A lady like with the Shinto kind of
Yeah.
string music.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Where was that
And
at?
so, Habitat Restore.
I've never
And this one also. This was, I think I sent you a picture of this. This is
Oh wow.
this is
This is like Japanese
Japanese
Muppets.
pop music from, I want to say to me it sounds like the 50s, and it actually sounds more like American crooner music with a Japanese guy singing.
They love that
Show
shit.
the vinyl on this one though. It's just a red vinyl. It's really cool.
They love that shit.
And
Whoa.
That's original, huh?
yeah, it's
What
on
year is this?
It's on Toshiba Records. I don't know. It doesn't say. Well, it probably says in Japanese, but
Look this up.
yeah, I did.
Decent.
There's only a couple
I
out
wanna say
there.
like
Somebody's wanting
70s
like $15 for it.
70s, 80s, even 90s, Japanese culture was obsessed with like 50s Elvis.
Well,
like,
this isn't like that. This is more like Bing Crosby.
You ain't nothing but hound dog.
This is more
yeah.
like this is. I'll put on one track eventually of that.
I'll put on a muscle shirt.
Okay. And so, crazy, weird Japanese records. What can you say?
That's weird.
We
We gonna
should
do a shot.
Let's do a shot before we take a break.
Because we had a
Shot
great.
Japanese
Hey, look,
records.
man. We're saying goodbye to some good folks.
Jay, you don't want a shot, do you?
No, one's good.
We're saying goodbye to some good folks. We're saying some hello to some good music. And if you don't like that, you can just fuck right on off. That's
Get
all
some
I
salt.
can say. I don't need nothing.
Okay. Where's the wrong
I
right
say
there?
hello, and you say goodbye. Now, because I did this improperly, you just have to sit and watch me eat this lime with this salt on it.
Woo! Our next gig is September 7th at Ted's Kickin' Chicken.
I was up there.
I thought about changing, doing a poster and calling it Led's Kickin' Chicken.
Do they really sell
Hey, look,
Oh yeah, it's good.
let me throw this out there.
Never eaten it.
So, like I mentioned before, 5Ls are going to do one reunion show.
One off.
Yeah, right. This ain't the last one.
September 23rd,
You like
Blonde
Kiss.
Tiger.
You guys are like Kiss.
Greens, yeah, we've been called the local Kiss.
Farewell tour.
September 23rd, Greensboro, Blonde Tiger. Any Grown Man Record Night people that want to come up,
Get 20% off.
you can come up here with us and maybe record a show the night before or some shit.
Really?
Maybe.
You gonna do that?
Invitation.
Don't-
And
be
then
careful
go to,
what you say.
Then go to the show with us the next night. It's going to be a big show. A lot of people. I'm just throwing that out there.
If you're into cat shit, bring your ass on up here.
We're a pretty big deal.
Yeah. Don't say something. I forgot.
We'll say it, Jay.
Think about it,
We ain't
Jay.
all got time for it.
Think about it. Eat your vegetables.
Eat your vegetables.
Say your prayers, eat your steroids.
Say your prayers, eat your vitamins. Hey, we'll be right back with a So to Speak and Chip Jack here on Grown Man Record Night. Owl for your enjoyment.
Mad balls. Gross for one, gross for all. We play with a mad ball. They're gross, funny, yucky. There's 8 hooters. For 8 more mad balls. Snake bait, freaky fullback, splitting headache, locklet, swine sucker, bruise brother, woof breath, fix face. We play with a mad ball. We play with a mad ball. Mad ball. Now 8 great mad balls are joined by 8 great more, sold separately from Ag Toys.
Mad ball.
One pizza, one pizzone.
What's a pizzone?
The Pizzone. It's back at Pizza Hut. Now get any large pizza for your family and get a Pizzone of your own for only $2.99.
What's a pizzone?
It's a big taste in a big folded pizza crust filled with cheese and luscious ingredients like pepperoni or fresh veggies. Everything deliciously sealed inside and baked to perfection. Plus marinara sauce. Just $2.99 when you buy any large pizza at regular price. No one makes the whole family happy like Pizza Hut.
So this is a pizzone.
Grown Man Record Night will be back in a minute. Stick around.
There's a great new taste you can't put down. Conn's corn dogs, they just hit town. Hey Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs. Conn's hot dogs and cornbread, heat and eat. It's a meal on a stick that can't be beat. Hey Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs. Get them at your store in the hot dog section. Conn's corn dogs are pure perfection. Hey Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs.
Why buy just a video game from Atari or Intellivision? Invest in the wonder computer of the 1980s for under $300. The Commodore VIC-20. Unlike games, it has a real computer keyboard. With the Commodore VIC-20, the whole family can learn computing at home. Plays great games, too. Under $300, the wonder computer of the 1980s, the Commodore VIC-20.
Coming soon, Commodore brings you Gorf, the Wonder arcade game, and Omega Race in home versions. Commodore.
For the next 60 seconds, this station will conduct a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. The broadcasters of your area, in voluntary cooperation with federal, state, and local authorities, have developed this system to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by official information, news, or instructions. This station serves the Los Angeles area. This concludes this test of the emergency broadcast system.
Next.
All right, folks, welcome back to Grown Man Record Night. We wanted to test out our emergency broadcast capabilities given the Cat 4 hurricane, Harvey, that is threatening the Corpus Christi coast of Texas.
I'm going to make a prediction.
Pain.
This storm is going to be so bad, Steve Harvey is going to drop the name Harvey from his show,
Yeah.
and the new show is going to be called Steve.
Or Steve.
Just wait.
Steve Whiteman.
By September 5th.
I bet it's going to be called
September 5th.
Steve Whiteman.
The show's going to be called just Steve.
Steve Whiteman.
Wait to see.
I'm really thinking about I got family down there now. So I'm thinking about them. Cat 4. That ain't no shit now. Cat 4 that's a mother. That's a real mother for you. Cat 4. Let's do a soda speak. Now, Steve, you've had this 2-liter soda.
Oh.
In my...
Yeah, I went up to D.C.
You've had it in my refrigerator for about a month now. It's been in there.
They had a Wegmans.
I bet people wanted to drink it, and I hadn't let them because I knew we wanted to do a show.
This is the Wegmans Black Cherry Soda.
Racist. After Charlottesville, and you talking about black cherry.
There is a new soda out by Pepsi that they had it in a 12-pack. I ain't going to buy a 12-pack of Pepsi. If they had it in a 2-liter, I would have bought it.
Okay.
But this is Wegmans Black Cherry.
Okay. I like a black cherry soda. Wegmans tends to do things fairly decent. I'll be honest with you. First impressions.
Good.
Good?
Very cherry.
Very cherry.
Very cherry.
To the Cheerwine side of it, or you still got a little cola bite in there?
No, it's very cherry. It's cherry up your cherry hole.
Holy cow. And black cherry.
Yeah,
That's black.
It's true black cherry. It's like I'm chawing on a black cherry shake.
Show that guy up. That may be the best store brand soda I have ever had in my entire life. Holy shit. That is black cherry, like you're holding a fresh one in your mouth and you pop it and you squeeze the juice in your mouth. That is one of the best store brand sodas I've ever had, Steve.
It's delicious.
That is so good. Enough cola bite to keep you coming back for more, but enough black cherry, and not just cherry, because Cheerwine's cherry. That's black cherry.
But Cheerwine's like a cola soda.
The black blends into that cola. So you've got like this almost licorice kind of like thing going on with that black cherry. Wow, that's good. That's a good store brand soda.
Okay.
Holy shit. Oh my God. Hey, a couple weeks ago we started the Lay's Do Us a Flavor challenge.
I wasn't here for that. I was
no,
here for week one.
Yeah, we had the three
Crispy
flavors.
taco.
3 flavors we're gonna try. Crispy taco, the everything bagel.
It's a Canadian product, by the way.
And the fried green tomatoes. Now, they also have the runner-up, which is an exclusive chip available only at Walmart, which is bacon-wrapped habanero.
Yeah.
I remember something like that.
Did you pick that up?
I've not seen those.
I think
so. We're going to need to do those.
Pick that up.
Yeah, we need to do that. But tonight, you missed the Everything Bagel, which was a good chip, and that
I
was
sent you an email.
by what? By
Well, it's Fun Friday at some places where we work.
Yeah.
Promotions people, and one of the stations did a little chip.
some TV station up in the Northeast.
It would be Pittsburgh.
Yeah, some Pittsburgh TV station did a.
They decided they'd have
chip.
fun, and they'd try the different flavors and rate them and decide which one won.
You're late to the party.
I wanted to send them a link to our chip sheet, which has like over 200 chips on it.
Suck it. And you can you can roll that chip sheet up, all 500-600 versions of it, and get that tip of it real wet and put it right in your mouth and suck on it. You suck on our chip sheet. We're the chip masters. We keep your chip game sharp. You don't know shit about anything except your mom's
It's
own
okay
tits. You don't know shit about anything except your mom's own tits.
It's okay for other folks to try chips.
They can try all the chips they want to, and when they're done trying all those chips, they can roll over and just let their moms pee right in their mouth. Because we're the ones that do all the real shit. We're the only ones that do real shit. Everybody else does bullshit. We're numero uno.
You can edit this out. Right?
Everybody else is just suck 30.
You know, I was thinking about.
What are you talking about, Jay?
What if the ivy at Wrigley Field was poison ivy?
Then
I'm sitting out there looking at your ivy while I was outside.
well,
You're looking at his poison ivy.
I got some ivy. They ain't no.
So we're up to chip 3.
We're up to chip 3.
What did you think of chip 2? Because I wasn't here.
Crispy taco.
I
number one.
like crispy taco.
Good all the way around.
The Master Assassin.
Everything bagel.
The everything bagel, great chip. Very underwhelming.
It was a kettle chip.
It was a kettle chip, and I think that was what really. If you guys have ever had one of those everything bagels that places have,
I don't like the everything bagel. I don't like garlic on my bagel.
No,
It wasn't a garlic taste of shit.
it wasn't.
Was it
Here's
a poppy
the thing.
seed tasting bagel?
Poppy. It was you eat a nice kettle chip. It's got a little something. You swallow the chip. Poppy. That very last little
poppy bagel.
I like that.
A little poppy burn on it.
You had something you couldn't identify. It's some flavor. It's good. It's a kettle. Ba 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 ba. 3, 2, 1. Poppy. That very last little thing. I didn't mind that. It wasn't a bad chip. I was already comparing it to the crispy spicy taco. Better chip already, but a good chip. So tonight, the one that I say for last on purpose. This is a cat out of Charlotte, North Carolina, that came up with this flavor.
I will say this is what the folks in Pittsburgh picked as the winner.
Greg Pope out of Charlotte.
They picked it as the winner.
He says, fried green tomatoes remind me of my childhood in Georgia, Steve.
Okay.
Fried to a golden brown, salted and prepared. They were always perfect, feel-good food prepped by my dad for our family dinners. He's from Charlotte, but he lives in Charlotte, obviously from Georgia. And this is a regular way.
I've never had a fried green. I mean, I'm not.
I don't know. These are.
I lived in
Ripple.
Georgia for a long time, but I wasn't really a Georgia cat.
These are Ripple.
That's a deep
This
South
is
thing,
this is a ridged chip.
It's a full-on ridge chip. Look
A
at
wavy.
Look at
They
this.
call it wavy.
Look at this guy.
Big and wavy.
See the bag, Jay? Grab you one of those.
What's it taste like?
Ketchup.
No, not for me.
But there's a freshness to it,
It's
though.
like okra.
What do you think? I'm not overwhelmed with flavor like that's too much shit on them.
Tastes pretty
I think I like the crispy taco better.
To me, these almost taste like they were afraid to put too much flavor on them. You know what I mean?
I don't know. There's a lot of flavor on there.
But is there? I feel like there is because
I taste ketchup, but I also taste like greenness.
Well,
There's a
like,
green
look.
ketchup.
I'm looking at the flavor. I'm thinking this is loaded, and I put it in my mouth, and it's not. It doesn't really taste loaded.
Jay says okra.
This is a pretty close tie between these for me and the taco. You're declaring taco?
What?
Are you taking Team Taco at this point?
It's over, right?
Out of these.
If God didn't want man to eat, why do you make it look like a taco?
So you're taking taco. I'm about 50-50 on these for real.
This is a good chip. This is a good sandwich chip. You got a sandwich, like a bologna sandwich?
I think the fact that these are rippled chips are really making it
The
hard for
crispy
me.
taco was a straight Lay's chip, right?
Straight Lays. I like the fact these are a ridge chip. In my mind, I'm calling this a tie between those two. I don't know that I can decide between those two.
Okay.
I think they're both great chips, just as good as one another. Maybe for different situations. Like you mentioned, this would be great with a sandwich. Those are so thin and crispy. Maybe they're good with just a cold beer and a bowl of them.
I don't think the crispy taco chip is good with a sandwich. I don't think it's good with a taco. I think it's as good as a chip by itself. There's your friend.
Jay's trying to get me in trouble over here.
Can I make a comment? Can I make a comment on the Roman Recognize account?
No, you can't. I feel like Jay's going to make some sort of a Charlottesville-based comment underneath the Grown Man Record Nut account.
Let's not go there.
Let's put some ham on the face.
Put some ham on the face and we're talking about it. Look at that. Look at
You
that.
showed
Jay.
that last week.
I know.
You like that shot, don't you?
Yeah, like I said.
I took that picture in Atlanta at the aquarium.
I took this picture in my bedroom.
That's from a Flaming Lips video.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks everybody for watching us here on Grown Man Record Night live on Friday night. Hope to have a show next week. If not, we'll have a show sometime. We'll talk about it. You guys join in with us. We'll talk about it. Weigh in for it. But don't go anywhere because we got some good records coming up. We're going to play some good stuff coming up right after the show.
We hope you enjoy
Don't
it.
everybody jump off a goddamn stream as soon as we get done doing the live show because we got some good records coming up.
We might play
And
some of the digs I
that's
got.
what it's all about. It's about the damn music. Some of y'all just jump right off there. As soon as we get off there, you bunch of motherfuckers, get on here. Listen to music. It's what it's all about. It's listen to music. Not listen to us assholes talk about music. It's about the music. So
It's about the music.
hell yeah.
But you're not recording the show.
Yeah, we're recording the show.
You're not going to record the after show.
No. So
So if you don't watch the show, you're not going to go and watch it on Ustream.
No, I don't know.
Because it ain't going to be there.
So stay tuned for some good music, and love you guys so much. I love all you guys.
For the next 60 seconds, this station will conduct a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only